and I would go with him. He would, you know, he was a neighbor. I would just get in his van and go, and he would tell me, Serge, where was you all my life? Where were you? He said, you know what kind of people I'm getting to work for me? I send them to a truck to get this tool, and they're like, where? I can't find it, or they bring me something else. And he's like, you always know where everything is. You always do your job well. He's like, man. But sometimes he would get to the point, like, I mean, there would be like two things. He's like, Serge, you work so well, man. You do a good job. Wow. And I'm like, how about a raise? You want a raise? I'm like, yeah, you pay me $8 an hour, and you know, that kind of thing. And then he started telling me, Serge, I'm gonna call you Christmas. You work slow. You work like Christmas. And I'm like, hey, you still pay me by the hour, right? He's like, yeah. He's laughing. I'm like, hey, there's no sense in trying to get this job done quicker. Why don't you pay me $100 a day? I'm gonna try to make sure I do it so fast we get out of here quicker. Guys, that's what started happening. Like, we get in the place, so 6 hours gone, $100. And this guy was really fair. He would write sometimes $115, $105. He would cover my lunch. Really cool guy. I actually miss him. We kind of lost contact. He moved somewhere. We lost contact. So I've learned a lot of stuff from him. So getting into this house, I'm thinking, okay, well, I see it needs all new insulation, all new drywall, all new electrical, all new plumbing. Of course, I didn't have electrical experience. I didn't have plumbing experience. And with the drywall floors, nothing really scared me. It's drywall. I'm thinking, man, drywall's like $10 a sheet. You know, I'm thinking, you know, with Expedited, we're making enough money to try to cover this kind of stuff, you know. And so I get in the house, and you know, I was a little bit underestimating, because it's like thousands of dollars went like this, guys. And I ran out of money pretty quick, last year, because last year in April was the last time I actually touched the house. I didn't actually touch it anymore this year, because well, for many reasons. First of all, last year when this started happening, when in April I did my last job, I actually started a YouTube channel in February of last year, which is 2006. I started my YouTube channel in February. That's when I kind of started like posting some videos. And the reason I kind of started doing it, because I started disassembling that engine, because my Sprinter was broken, guys. I needed the transmission installed, so I kind of figured, look, I'm gonna do all this work, might as well record all this work and put it out there and stuff. I probably should have recorded some of the home construction type of videos I was doing. I still got plenty, believe me. I still record them, you know, and show it to you guys. I still have plenty to do. I guess the biggest thing about it is having the money to do it, and make sure that you end up with more money from Expedite, so you could go ahead and reinvest in yourself. And this is why now I actually take a lot of time off, because first of all, I need to do my own house stuff, my own repairs and, you know, remodeling, and then I also have to maintain my Sprinter van. So it's a juggle, guys. This is why, like, it's tough. Like, you think you could get in there in 3 months and finish it. Of course, that's how long it took me, guys. 3 months to make the house livable. I was still living in the apartment. So I actually got the house in 2015. July was when we did the closing, but I still was a renter till November. And I started driving there, guys, and each drive is like a 1 hour long. So I would go there and I'd fix the floors. I knock out actually all the walls down, guys. All the walls inside, I knock them down. I put up new walls at different places, not where they were before, to give myself a little bit better floor plan, because it says 1,000 square feet house according to all the documents, but it's not. It's 800 square foot. I measured it, you know, so, you know, go figure. But anyways, it's pretty good. A cozy little place. It needs a little bit more work, and you know, it's gonna be pretty nice. You know, my wife likes it. I did vaulted ceilings inside, because my ceilings were only 7 foot tall, so that wasn't gonna fly with me. Well, the addition is like over 8 feet tall, you know, but the rest of the house was like it's like 7 foot tall ceiling. So guys, I knocked down all the drywall. I pulled everything down. I had a big pile, actually, because I have 2 properties, and you guys know how I got the other property free from the bank. But that's not a story, I guess, for this video. I don't want to make it longer than it needs to be. But I had to basically make a big pile of drywall outside. I created a big fire pit. I burned all the drywall. Guys, it burns. Drywall actually burns. I guess whatever's left, just goes into ashes and mixes in with dirt and whatever. But I burned all the drywall. I burned all the insulation. Insulation burns. All the insulation got burnt, even though it's fiberglass, but it burns. I guess little fibers, they will melt because technically it's made out of sand, so it's gonna disintegrate anyways. So I burnt everything, guys. That thing it's just needed so much work, guys. And then once I did that, I tore everything down, guys. I started, of course, I knocked all the walls down. I fixed all the floors. I installed a bathroom. I installed a bathtub. I did the plumbing for that stuff. Started running electrical. I installed a new fuse panel, 200-watt fuse panel. I'll actually show you guys how to do a fuse panel, you know, like in later videos too, because hey, it's $1,000 to get somebody to install it. I did it myself. I saved money. Not only did I did a fuse panel in my house, I did one in a garage, and I did one which I used to call a shed, but it's really not a shed. It's kind of like a living space. It's got like 2 rooms. I'm actually getting ready to do like a lot of renovations with that thing and turn it into my office slash studio slash kind of like a storage place, kind of like a very neat type of a storage place. So I'm gonna do a lot of work to it, so I'm gonna actually record some videos, and maybe you want to see me do some construction. Turns out that you guys actually like my videos, and you want me to put out more videos, so I'll actually be putting out more videos. I really like doing it and keep putting them out. So anyways, guys, yeah, like 3 months later, once I actually did everything with the house and everything, installed like new windows, doors, you know, walls and everything, like I did all that stuff. I made it livable for me and my wife to move in with our kids, and so now it's a blessing, guys. We wake up every single day thanking God that we have this type of location, we have this place, and you know, we have a deck too, and we just go on the deck, we drink tea with some honey and lemon, and we're like, man, thank you God, thank you God. We just look around, we're thankful, guys. And plus I have all these other vans now. I actually was able to buy while I was living at this place. I already had one. I had only 2 vans when I actually moved in, and now I have like 12 vehicles. I have a lot of SUVs. I have like 2 Nissan Rogues. I got a 2008 Nissan Rogues, 2010 Nissan Rogue, 2006 Nissan Murano, 2003 Nissan Infinity. I got a PT Cruiser, which I got like a long time ago. Nothing special, but I might turn it into a project, which I think it's gonna be pretty cool, because I want to make an electric car out of it. But it's not even gonna look like a PT Cruiser. I'm gonna cut everything off and just do some different type of body, and you know, make it something interesting. I was gonna turn it into like a truck, but even then I think I'm not gonna be crazy about it, so might as well actually do a car design that I'm gonna like, and just do something interesting with that thing, and maybe take it to a track or something, because we actually have where I live in Lancaster, we have some racing tracks and stuff, and dirt tracks, and you know, stuff like that. So I think it might be interesting to just, you know, put on a trailer and just go and just do whatever you want with it, you know. It's gonna be crazy, I guess. I might do some kind of crazy engine swap, you know. You never know, you know. So I think it's gonna be really interesting for time to come, because I only now started doing a lot of this stuff, because guys, I'm always so busy, like repairing my Sprinter, repairing my house. There's a lot of work to do with the property, plus I have a garage as well, and that garage, it needs a lot of work too, because I did a lot of work to it, and then I decided to take it down, and I transferred everything to the box truck, because I was going to use my garage as an office for a dealership. Anyways, like I want to talk about this other thing. Like it's kind of like what I'm doing now, and I think it kind of is going to go well with the story, kind of like what I'm actually getting ready to do, you know. But one thing I do want to point out, of course you guys already heard, it took me about 3 months to make the house livable, for me to move in there, you know, to live there with my wife, and it took longer to get used to the idea that we have like no rent. Like we're like, every month as a month would pass, we're like, we don't have no rent. We don't have no rent. You know, it's a really interesting type of thing. But guys, I truly started feeling free. Yeah, my house doesn't look pretty still. It will one day. But I feel so free, guys. Like I'm thinking, man. And here's something I didn't mention. I got my house for $13,000. I know if you watch these other videos, you will understand that, you know, that's how much I got it for, because I actually tell you, I got the house for $13,000. Actually, I think it was like 13,000, like 800 or something with the closing cost. But guys, I had just enough money to the penny to get this house. Of course, it worked out. Like when I didn't have all the money, I left and I really worked hard.